Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome back to another Guild Wars 2 stream. Today I am doing my Visions of Eternity preparation stream, where this is basically kind of like a tradition now, where before each expansion I just do a preparation stream like a week before the upcoming expansion, where we got Visions of Eternity releasing in 6 days, which is so exciting, and I'm super hyped for this expansion. But I want to take some time just to do really random stuff, where the only thing I really need to do is, if you look at this mess, I got a lot of stuff in here I need to kind of sort through so we have some inventory space for the expansion. But I can also just go around, do some random things, maybe highlight a few things in Janthir Wilds, which I'll pull up the event timers for that, and we could potentially look at some stuff. But really, I'm just going to hang out for around 2 hours and just do some random things. We also have a bunch of achievements in Janthir Wilds. I still have a few Balvanisos achievements I need to do. Completed everything and all of the other maps, but some convergence stuff, which I actually never did the challenge modes for the convergences, and I have a feeling I will not even be able to have the opportunity to. Yeah, there's not anything going on. If I check Champ Train, Traversing the Titan, Jumping Puzzle, and B for Rangers, that's nice, somebody's there for that. Then weekly rift hunting, whatever. Completed all my repeatable stuff. I do have a couple of side stories I could progress through if I wanted, and so much other stuff I could do if I want. But I also have all this inventory stuff, and it's also the Shadow of the Mad King, and I also have some Wizard's Vault stuff that I should take a look at as well. There, I guess let's start Chaos, Crystal Cavern. And I guess since I'm streaming, I do often just waypoint a friend for some of the jumping puzzles nowadays, or like sometimes I'll do them, sometimes I'll just like really quickly waypoint to them, because like I do love jumping puzzles so much, but sometimes I just want to grab the objective very quickly and move on. But let's go ahead and just do this jumping puzzle the old-fashioned way down here. This is a very easy jumping puzzle to complete, and it also does not take a lot of time. And I think my biggest difficulty with this jumping puzzle, to some extent, has always been finding the entrance to this place. But in reality, it's pretty easy to find once you remember the basic spot you have to go to. And is it this one? Yeah, you can just skip the first half of the jumping puzzle if you want. Almost fell. That's so awkward. Get ourselves some bonus swiftness. We became tiny. Somebody's running backwards.
I'll be ready for you.
Be so careful on the last few jumps. And grand chests. And then let's come out this way and let's see if we can watch a few people falling, because I do always kind of enjoy just sitting on this bridge over here and watching people just fall out of the sky. Let's grab my Wizard's Vault reward, and where a lot of people care a lot about optimizing your Wizard's Vault and having as much Astro Acclaim as you can at the start of the season, which I kind of just in the last week I just saved my Astro Acclaim. Last week or two I saved, where I really bought everything that I wanted, and I could just buy more bags of coins, but I might as well just put it towards the first rewards of the next season. Even though you're going to complete everything in the next season, unlock every item you need very quickly as you just consistently play for the first few weeks of each season. Hello, Jordan. Oh, look at the bee skimmer. That's so cute. I actually really like the skimmer. And I happen to have enough gems for it if I want. And the skimmer is the upcoming mount in Visions of Eternity. Maybe I'm getting influenced by the people around me. But let's do defensive omnitus. When is that going to be up? Open up my event timers. It's 2 hours from now. It just happened. Complete any strike mission. Strike mission. Okay, let's skip that for now. I could come to Lion's Arch, get some unidentified gear. I should look up Awakened Invasion because I learned that this is a really good event to get a ton of veterans. So maybe I'll hit that in 9 minutes. I want the blue one. Here we go. It's 100, right? Identify 100 pieces of unidentified gear. Take this. I have enough inventory space, yeah? There we go. List of white mantle hideouts. I should combine some of my essences of luck really quickly too. Which I've had max artificer and also 400 chef. Used to be max on this character, where I'm usually an armor smith and a weaponsmith, but I decided to get a third slot just so I have artificer, so I could just combine essences of luck on this character instead of like hoarding it on this character and then transferring it through my bank to my other artificer, because I have 2 that are 500. I think it's from when I made Bifrost. You had to make so many of the like different wood staff pieces or whatever it was to make Bifrost through the legendary collection achievement, where it can just like boost you from 400 to 500 artificing or equivalent for a different type of weapon. So I did on like 2 characters because it was like super easy to level, and I might as well. Let's get my unidentified gear. Also have a few special collections. What is this? Is this Orax stuff? Unknown. Oh yeah, unknown nightmares, experiments in the shadows. So this is like the first part of the Orax achievement. And then complete all 3 of those metas. And then collect 4 relics from Janther Wilds set 3. Let's check this. Janther Wilds set 3. So I've collected 2, so I need 4. So it's rift hunting, convergence CM, so we have to do one of the convergent CMs regardless. Okay. Also have dailies, renowned hearts. Let's go do the best renowned heart, and then elite enemies, combo skills you can get right now. I guess let's go grab Horn of Aguma really quickly. I'm also keeping an eye out. 5 minutes from now, Awakened Invasion. I want to go hit that up. I might try to do some of the homestead achievements as well. Maybe I should decorate my homestead a little bit. I'm excited to save the homestead and then have like multiple homesteads with the expansion. Okay, let's go to Lowland Shore. I want to go to the Highland Shore one day. I feel like there's another cool Khodan tribe up there or something. Maybe it's a lot of Tengu up there. Could have a Tengu-centric expansion. Where we have a map in Cantha, a map in the Highland Shore, and then we have the Dominion of Winds open up. That's kind of a globe-trotting expansion. Okay, 4 minutes. I might not finish this, but I also have all of these renown tokens that I should maybe spend.
When my guard's up,
Oops.
think strategically. Head-on attacks don't always land. So get creative. Ooh,
I need one more
need to catch
combo.
my breath after that. Ready for you. Don't you dare
Does this count
pull
as...
your punches.
Oh yeah, I guess I've only done it once. I thought I did it twice earlier. Okay, let's throw this down. One more combo. Okay. Come up here really quickly. So I have all these tokens, and I feel like they're used for something else too, right? But maybe I should just use them up. Pursue Lowland Shore Renown token. The good old Gilbert's Tuaki. So currency for Gift of Lowland Shore. I can buy a local Ritz Renown. Well, I'm not really planning on working on any of the legendaries right this second. So I might as well just throw these in here. Then I can get this. And then I guess I could get this too. Okay. So there's Renown Heart. So I just completed my daily, which is nice. Grab one of these. I don't know which one's the best, but I'll just pick that one. Okay, so much stuff down here. I have so many legendary weapon starter kits, and I feel like I could maybe just like straight up make a legendary. Do I have a gift of battle? Nah. Maybe in my bank idea. Let's come back down to Lion's Arch. We need to be in Darn in 2 minutes. I want to check my bank really quickly. What legendary would I even make? But I do think I can just like straight up get maybe even 2 legendaries. Except I think I'm gate kept on Gifts of Battle right now. I have not done much road versus roads since the road restructuring update. Though, wait, I got like 3 with like the road versus road event. Gift of Battle. Oh yeah, I have 3 Gifts of Battle in my inventory. Okay, let's table that for now. Let's come to double check Gendarin Fields. Let's do the Awakened Invasion really quickly. I also have these Incursion accessory tokens and the armor tokens. I think I unlocked all the unique skins from that. Zap. Oh, wait, the Gift of Lowland Shore is... You get it from map completion, right? And then you can buy more, so you don't even need... Oh yeah. I think I would just prefer to map complete. Oh. The first invasion portal's right here. With a ton of veterans. This map is closing. My equipment. Thanks. Could use a legendary torch. Could use a legendary trident. But I don't think the trident or the spear gun has been a part of any of the legendary weapon sets. Okay, over here. And also the northeastern end too. They're really messing up this freshwater crab. Yeah, I got my home on this border stone. I feel like I wish teleport is bugged. Looks like a teleport that's bugged in the whatchamacallit. Where's this portal tome? Sauce. Wizard's hat skin. I've had this for a very long time. Like one of the first Halloweens or something, right? I think I got this from a drop. I'll delete that. Oh, there's an awakened in here.
Wait just a minute while I look for some extra protection.
Died to the level 26 awakened. It's the Mortar Crescent Hierarch. Okay, next. I think it's just the boss over here. No more veterans for us. Yeah, the one to the east just ended. Oh, and there's still some veterans over here. There's a one person. Where's the oh, it's all the way over here. Is this the port? Yeah, here's the portal. Poor line guard, I have no idea. Okay, I kind of really want the bee skimmer. I also want another bank tab and another crafting slot though. There we go. Completed Portal Breaker 17 times on this account. And with that, I defeated 50 veteran rank enemies just from doing 4 events, which is nice. Okay. Let's double check our Halloween dailies. Finish game of Reaper's Rumble. Let's go do race event in Labyrinth and open 10 trick or treat bags. What is the Gen 1 legendary Tort? Rod Gort, right? Rod Gort. Or is it Rog Dort? It's Rod Gort. The dragon one, which is pretty cool. Goes for 1,600 gold on the trading post. Okay. There's the labyrinth race, right? So, into the labyrinth. Okay. Oops. I guess this works. I do need, like, one more trick or treat back. I love the Shadow of the Macking Festival so much. What I love more is Winter's Day, and of course what I love most is Super Adventure Box. But Shadow of the Macking and Winter's Day are like two just phenomenal festivals. And they happen back to back. Makes the end of the year really fun and when it comes to like Guild Wars 2 content. Plus we have an expansion release too. It's a good few months for Guild Wars 2 players. Let's open 10. Oh, we also got our Halloween Fright. So we can open the Mad King's gift and get a bag of trick-or-treat bags. Okay, let's leave. And let's just spend a lot of money and items. Because I think I want the bee and I think I want Rodgort. Noish, I haven't even started anything for Rodgort. And maybe I should go check like the legendary achievements because I want to do all of the achievements one day because you get some AP from them and I like might as well. But I think I want to get a bank tab just to like throw all my random legendary weapon components that I'm like throwing away basically. But first things first, I think I just want it for the expansion if I'm being completely honest. Let's buy this because I just have some extra gems, so I might as well spend them on something. So fuzzy bee skimmer. Let's make sure. I do really like the Lithoso skin set for everything, especially like the raptor. But here, I think this might be the first like, bougie mount I bought. But what is the best dye set for this? Oh, I should consume that. Okay. Dyes, mounts, can even look at the skiff independently. But, so I do tend to do a lot of like blue and gold to fit like my color scheme, but I think I want classic. Should I do like, where is it? Shadow Abyss. Oh, no, not you. On here. And then maybe, what's my nectar? Actually, I kind of like that. Just like that. Go with that. Then I should rekey by my skin. Oh my god. Wait, it's so big. Wait, this mount is massive. Wait, that's kind of crazy. Is this my siege turtle? It's like the same size as my siege turtle. It's very fun though. I also love the hedgehog roller beetle. Except I do not have that one. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's come into my bank really quickly. I think I should just... Oh, it's 20% off right now. Heck yeah. Okay. I'll delete that. And then let's come into this part of my inventory, or is it... Where is it all? Or maybe I should just take it from my inventory because I have so much stuff. Okay. Let's throw all of this junk in here. It's for future me to deal with. Okay. And then let's find our rod gourds. Oh, set 8? Oh, right, we have to go to the mist vault. I forgot about that. Are you thinking you'll try to get any of the new legendary gear that's coming out with the new expansion? I'm definitely... This is maybe silly. I'm definitely thinking I really want to get the aqua breather. Out of everything, I want the aqua breather the most. Partially because like I have all of this except for a ring that's legendary. I'm gonna have my legendary spear and I need to get a legendary trident sometime, but other than this bonus ring I gotta get one day. I'm just missing a legendary aqua breather, so then I'll have everything be legendary except for these two things. And then of course I'm missing like many different potential weapons for Guardian. I only have the scepter, axe, great sword, staff, and spear. I'm about to get the torch, but I think the aqua breather is what I want the most. And then other stuff I'll look at as well. Which I haven't done any of the Janthir Wilds legendary stuff, or Soto even. I don't do too much legendary work, but I think the aqua breather will be nice to have. I should try to get a bigger swim speed infusion, but how expensive are they now? Plus 23 is 3,000 gold. I think like plus 20 would be nice. 500 gold. Is there even a plus 30? Is that mathematically possible with how many exist? Nope. Okay. I'm kind of forgetting. Did I talk to you? Show me set 8. And then I want Rod Gort. Sunrise. I also want Sunrise because I built Twilight. Because Dusk was like the first precursor drop I ever got. So then I like immediately made Twilight. But I kind of wish I sold Dusk and bought Dawn and made Sunrise instead. But it would be nice to get Sunrise. And then it would be nice to get Eternity. Which maybe... Oops. Set 7. Frenzy, Minstrel, Kidzu, Howler, set 8. Nah, okay. Let's pick up Rod Gort. Wait, I've just not done it with the update. Okay, here we go. Rod Gort. Okay. Bought that. Let's get all of this stuff. Rod Gort's Flame. And Gift of Rod Gort. And then we can choose a Gift of Might or Magic. Yeah, I love Sunrise a lot. I really like the concept of Eternity with how it switches between the two. But I think for my character, I have horrible lighting. My character, I think Sunrise would fit very well, except I just don't use Greatsword too much. Dawn was my first precursor drop ever, but it came like maybe 10 years into the game for me, so low priority on my crafting list. I think a legendary shield is my next goal. Yeah, I've been working on like Flameseeker prophecies like a tiny bit, but only for the achievements, because I do like the legendary weapon achievements because I find them kind of fun. The Flameseeker prophecies. I should work on these some more. But I think I got Dusk. I think I got a Colossus, or not Colossus. What's the precursor for Colossus? Oh, the Colossus. Okay, the legendary is the Juggernaut, that's right. I got a Colossus once, which sells for 16 gold. I think I sold it for like a couple hundred gold back during that Heart of Thorns era. I also got a Zap one time, and I sold both of those. My inventory is such a disaster. But then, okay, I have set 7. Minstrel could do Howler Frenzy, or I guess let's just pick up the Howler, because I just want to sacrifice this to get the gift. So I'll just buy this, grab that, and then let's get out of here. So let me pull this up. I need, okay, I got a gift of Rod Gort, so that's just all that for free. And I got Rod Gort's Flame. And then I can pick up a gift. Oh, I need Mystic Clovers. I completely forgot. That's like the most important part of any legendary. Okay, I guess we'll do some gambling. Okay, how? Let me just sell some of the shenanigans. Try to clean my inventory a little bit so I have some space to work and breathe. The unstable rift motivations went up. Let's sell these 3. Gravel glittering. Okay. Just continue. Rockwards Flame. Let's look at this actually. Honestly, a pretty cool torch in and of itself. But gift of Rodgorts, and then let's choose a gift of magic and a gift of might. Then I need a stack of ectos and mystic clovers. So I'm going to spend so much gold. I'm at 41 mystic clovers. So I guess not too much. But I think I recently sold, yeah, I recently sold my globs of ectoplasm. Ectoplasm. Let's start with a stack plus, let's see, I need to win 10 times gambles. I know you should do like the 1 times gambles, but I kind of like doing the bigger ones. My friend tried to do the achievement for Rodgord, but they got stuck on trying to get the drop from the tar elementals. Not sure if it's still bugged, but I'm sure the legendary kits have helped. Yeah, I remember there's like several events in Quarteria that I've seen many people talk about being bugged. And I actually feel like I don't experience too many bugged events. I did get struggle with the event for the achievement I released during Path of Fire to upgrade your skimmer mount to be able to go underwater. There's like the one Quaggan village event, I think it was. It's been a few years. that was like really bugged, and a lot of people were struggling with that, and I also struggled with that as well. Let's buy 100 globs of ectoplasm, and then let's spend too much money on mystic coins. And then I need obsidian shards. It's my mute mic. Oh, I'm running so low on obsidian shards. Look at that. Never thought I'd see the day. And then I also need, is it crystals? Oh, yeah, crystals for the 10 times. Which actually, oh, shimmering crystals. I need to buy some of those, and I need to go buy some obsidian shards. I'm curious if the underwater aspect for skimmers will still be locked behind that sort of mini quest, or if they'll have an alternate way to unlock it. I think with the expansion, let me see if there's a article about it, because I kind of remember, but I think it's going to be, yeah, similar to the sky scale, where I think both you'll be able to unlock it the traditional way, or you will be able to get it through the Wave Hawk and Castora. Was there an article? And I think it'll be similar to the sky scale, where if you come into like the Soto version of sky scale, we will see like in each one, if you also have the wall launch sky scale mount mastery, which is from the Living World season 4 version of sky scale, this ability charges faster and launches farther. So you'll get like the base stuff. So if you don't do like the Path of Fire stuff to get the skimmer through the Visions of Eternity track, I'm assuming you'll get like everything in Path of Fire plus like the new stuff like the missiles. But then if you also have Path of Fire skimmer masteries, you'll get stuff on top of it. Our first look at updates coming to the skimmer mount. Oh yeah, today we're excited to share details including some exciting boosts for those with the previous skimmer mount mastery. I'll throw this in chat. So that is indeed how it seems like it will be working. And then there's also going to be like adjustments to how the skimmer works, which is just like how the mount itself works. So like the skimmer will be changing for everybody just a tiny bit. I think that's like just like movement changes and whatnot. Okay, crystals. Miani, my favorite Alonian. I actually sold it in 10. If I'm buying, there we go. Math is difficult sometimes. Okay, got the crystals, and then I have not bought obsidian shards in so long. I have so much karma. Is Balthazar's Temple still the best, or should I go somewhere else for it? I have so many different options. I have so much currency. This is available, so should I just run up here and buy this? So I think I have, yeah, 11 million karma right now. Let's buy 3 stacks, I guess. Just stock up. I do spend, or I try to spend the maximum amount of obsidian shards I need for the provisioner tokens when I remember, but I always forget, but I try to spend them every week. Yeah, karma is always so plentiful, and I feel like going to the Temple of Balthazar is just like the easiest, but I do have like so many other currencies that I could spend to get obsidian shards because there's like so many different sources of obsidian shards, but I might as well save the other currencies just because like, oh, I just spent like 1.5 million karma. because karma is like so easy to get. And ever since Living World Season 4 ended, I feel like they haven't added many sources of karma into the game. Or like, not sources, oh my gosh, what is it called? Things that need karma, whatever the technical word is. Because with Living World Season 4 and Living World Season 3, like all the task vendors had like different tonics and like minis and stuff that you had to spend like 200,000 karma each to get. Okay, Mr. Clovers. Oh, I need to go to the trading post to pick up my 300 gold worth of items. Okay, I bought enough stuff to do 10 gambles, and I need 4 successful gambles. So we'll see how this works out. I always consider myself super unlucky. Yeah, I might eventually craft other legendary armors and need the proficient tokens, but I haven't gotten that far yet since the cost is steep and Mr. Clovers are harder to get. Yeah, I have so many different legendaries that I need to make because I've never really gotten super into legendary crafting. But I feel like one day I'll spend a ton of time just working on legendaries, and like I kind of want to get like every single legendary in the game, including like all of the Gen 3 variants, but that's so much money. Okay, first row orc alchemy ingots, horrible. Okay, 27 vicious fangs is a little better. 23 elaborate tokens. Okay, there we go. 10 Mr. Clovers. Good, good, good. Piles of putrid essence. Destroyer lodestones. Vicious fangs. Okay, well, I have 3 rows left and I need 3 rows of Mystic Clovers. Okay, there's 1. If the next 2 are Mr. Clovers, I am good. Okay. I just need 1 more. And I have 1 row left. Armored scales. Okay. That got kind of exciting at the end there where I got 2 in a row. But whatever, whatever. Let's buy another 100 globs of ectoplasm, and then should I just buy 10 mystic coins at a time and just run back and forth between the trading posts and the mystic forge? I need to buy the crystals too. I got into legendary crafting pretty late too, no worries there for sure. I've been working on Gen 2s because I like some of the aesthetics. Yeah, I love a lot of the legendary aesthetics, but I feel like I tend to always just like transmute it. For a long time when I first got my legendary heavy armor, I like went full blown legendary, and like I had all the armor and I had my legendary weapon skin showing, and then I had all my trinkets and stuff showing with like the orbs, but I tend to just like disable all these effects, and then I like this armor set that I got going. I do really like Astralaria though, just because I use it with my torch. So I really like this vibe of my right arm wielding Astralaria, where it's all like magical sky nonsense, and then my left arm is the torch, which is just like on fire. So I have kind of like blue and red arms that just do like magical stuff, which I really like. But then when I switch to my scepter, it goes away a little bit, but I really like it with the axe. Okay, I need 2 more crystals. Well, 10 more crystals, but 2 more orders. Okay, let's hope. This is a Mystic Clover. There we go, 10 Mystic Clovers. Very nice. And then I got a bunch of other stuff here that I can go ahead and just sell really quickly. Make back a little bit of gold. Also got an awakened axe. Pieces of candy corn. Yeah, I was relatively lucky there. I did 11 rolls for Mystic Clovers and I got 4. The 4 I needed. So it could have been a lot worse. Okay. Wait, back over to Rodgort. I need stack of ecto clovers, and then it goes with magic and might. And then I have my gift of fortune that I'll throw there, and then gift of mastery. And then here, gift of battle, gift of explore. Where are my gifts of exploration? Oh, wait, did I type an S there maybe? Okay. And then I need a bloodstone shard and obsidian shards, and then I just built an entire legendary in like, what was that, 10 minutes? Just because I had 2 legendary starter kits, of course. But then in here, throw that, throw that, throw that. There's our gift of mastery. And then gift of mastery. Let's make sure we make the right thing. Rodgort's flame. I could also make Howl right now if I really wanted. But gift of Rodgort's flame, gift of fortune, gift of mastery, and just make a simple legendary torch. Rodgort. Let's preview this. Very cool looking. I mostly got my clovers from raiding currency and WVW, but I just let the time it takes to get them dictate how long I have to get the rest of the materials for certain legendaries. That's definitely a good way to go. I like getting the Mystic Clovers from the Wizard's Vaults, and then I get them through other methods like Road vs. Road and PvP as well. And I just accumulate it over time. Once I get 77, can basically make a legendary for free. Or I can spend a couple hundred gold like I just did to get the last of the Mystic Clovers I need. And then I can make a legendary. Okay, let's add to legendary armory. When Kutha woke. Hold on a second. Kutha. Cantha. He was greeted by sounds of panic and flame. He ran to the window just in time to witness a dragon perch on the nearby rooftop. Rodgort, they whispered. Rodgort is my name. Very cool. Is Kutha like an actual character? Doesn't seem to be. Okay, and let's replace my wild abandon. Is this from... Oh, it's the Berserker legendary torch from Heart of Thorns that I have on this character that I'm using for this torch. I must have had this for so long. But let's replace that with Rodgort. And then let's unequip this from all equipment tabs. Quickness. Rodgort. I need this Sigil Bursting. Is this... Do you get the Sigil Bursting and the Agony Infusion back? I feel like you don't. How much is a Bursting Sigil? Only 8 gold. I think I have some extraction stuff. Customize. I'm really blanking. I checked if Kutha was mentioned on the wiki, but no luck. Yeah, very interesting. The trivia is funny though. Rodgort spelled backwards is Trogdor, which is the name of a dragon from one of the Homestar Runner cartoons. That's actually very cool. I love tiny little Easter eggs like that. I cannot click on anything. Upgrade extractor and infusion extractor. I never really use these. So might as well drag that, grab that. Oh, okay, that works. I got both of them. throw this in here. Okay, and then come into here. Rod Gort, customize. I want Vipers with bursting. And then this +9. I could put an Arcane Flow Infusion if I want. Which actually this also kind of fits the vibe that I had going with my other torch, but I think I kind of like the idea of like fire magic just coming out of my hands. So we enjoyed the torch for a little bit, but let's come back in here. And then, what is it even called? Touch of Madness, that's right. Let's put that, apply that. There we go. Are you running a Condi build or a blend? I'm currently running a quickness Condi build just because, well, I have both Condi and quickness, but I like running a quickness build in open road because one, when I'm in like a group event, it's kind of nice to like be a quickness Condi to like buff everyone around you, especially since like not a lot of people will run like quickness or alacrity in open road, so I can just help out the group in some way. But then two, I kind of just like having quickness when I'm running by myself because I move, or everything I do is faster, and I think the game is slightly more enjoyable for me when I do that. Just because I've spent so many years playing with quickness, when I like don't play with quickness, it feels like a little slow for me. Which is maybe a bad thing, but it just makes the game like a little bit more enjoyable. Alacrity, my love. Alacrity is phenomenal. I want my condition. What is, am I also running Vipers? I don't know stats anymore. I should really update. No, I do not want you. I want Rodgort. There we go. Customize you into a Vipers. I don't need expertise. Why do I have Vipers for condition? Oh wait, no, I do need expertise. Hold on. Let's customize this. I guess I'll just put bursting really quickly into here. Switch back to quickness. Oh, I need mostly ritualist stuff. But I think you need some Vipers because I think you cap out on the stats or something. I don't know. I need to update my builds. I've been doing like instance content in a long time on any character. So I think my builds are definitely a little out of date. But the nice thing with legendaries is that it's really easy to update your builds to current metas. And with legendaries, on this character, I got full heavy armor, and I got my scepter, and my legendary torch now that I just made, plus my legendary axe. And then some extra legendaries I got staff, and my great sword. And then I will get to the legendary aqua breather in the upcoming expansion. Plus I got my legendary spear. I need to make legendary trident sometime. And then I got my legendary cape, 2 accessories, my amulet, my relic, and 1 of my rings. So I'm really, now I'm missing 1 ring, my trident, and the aqua breather. So I think those should be the things I focus on next as far as legendaries go. And then when I need a new weapon, I should make more legendary weapons for that. I usually run a celestial build with Runes of the Traveler, so I got used to the 25% movement speed bonus, definitely. You think it shuts off in the timed clock tower jumping puzzle, that I actually ran myself off the edge in the stopped version. Alacrity is good too. Yeah, in the clock tower jumping puzzle, it is in the PvP rule set. So any of your PvE gear that you have doesn't translate to the clock tower, but PvP gear that you have does translate. And I remember last year with Winter Wonderland, because it also uses the PvP rule set, and I think I saw people doing it this year with the clock tower. There's a relic. What is the relic? That gives like permanent movement speed to you. Wayfinder gain increased movement speed, which is further increased while auto combat. When you enter combat, gain a burst of speed. So I think there's a bug, or it's just unintended and it hasn't been fixed, or it's fully intended. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe if you go into PvP and you put Relic of the Wayfinder in your PvP build, then you run faster in the Clock Tower and Winter Wonderland, and also some other similar game modes. I have a touch of madness, my wild abandon, which I don't need anymore. So I guess I should use this ascended salvage tool and see what we get. I got a vision crystal and a ball of dark energy, which is not bad, not bad at all. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I never realized it when there was only the timed version, so I got in the flow of jumping without it. Yeah, definitely. Let's put all of that in there, and then let's come to my ascended character, which is this character. I feel like I should maybe save some ascended torches if I want 2 different stats of torches, but I feel like I'll never want that. And I should, oh geez, double check. Do I have any ascended torches sitting on this character that I could salvage? Just looking at the icons doesn't immediately look like I have one. Okay, I don't think I have anything to salvage. I do have this ascended spear I could salvage, but I need like another ascended spear, because I might make the Jather Wilds one sometime. But until then, I might as well save one, so I have one in water and one on land. Okay, I did my dailies. Oh yeah, I feel like the setup is like incredibly niche and very min-maxy for like incredibly specific builds. And I feel like if that was something that happened to exist in the game at some point, I probably would just ignore it because I don't care too much. Did my dailies, spent some gems to get a cute large skimmer. So I'm ready for the expansion in that sense. Built another legendary. I think I built this legendary in this expansion cycle too. So I built 2 legendaries this year. I think I streamed making the spear, but I completely forgot when I did that. That was a while ago. I can unlock 3 more of these spears. So I could build this 3 more times if I want. Let's come to Hobbs really quickly. Or do I need to speak to Mossy first? What is the legendary trident called? Great Ken? Oh yeah. So Kraken Volume 1. So versatile, flexible, and strong tentacles invoke a feeling of strangeness and otherworldliness. Meditate on the virtues of such tentacle beasts as wind riders and jellyfish as you take your first steps in attaining the legendary precursor, Venom. I'm trying to remember what Kraken even looks like. 1900 gold to buy straight up. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've run into it maybe once for me, but it was with, I think, an offhand pistol with different stats when I had 2 pistols dual wielded on one set. Yeah, I remember a couple of times it's been a thing, but I don't really remember specifics. I feel like there's like an engineer thing like way back in the day where you wanted like a set of power pistols and like a set of condi. Or wait, no, that makes no sense because you can't weapon swap. I don't think that was a thing. I'm having a fake memory. Maybe it was a thief thing.
Did you know the gateway to the Mad Realm goes both
I have no idea.
ways? The Mad King can enter our realm.
Oh wait, maybe the thing I'm thinking of is I think I had a guildmate who had 2 sets of ascended pistols on an engineer and would swap between power and condi builds for like whatever fight he wanted and would use like pistols for some reason. I have no idea. I know daggers is another area. I still need more daggers. I need to do the achievement in whatever category to get 2 of the same legendary skins, and I think I want to do that with Incinerator and build 2 Incinerators someday. Great Ken. Harvested from the Reef Riders of South Sun Cove. Let's go to South Sun Cove and kill some Reef Riders, why not? Start prepping for a legendary trident. I think they're adding a new legendary trident. Not entirely sure. Let me double check. Grief 2 Visions of Eternity. It would probably be on the wiki where it says it, right? New legendaries, new spear and staff. Oh, that's right. And then legendary aqua breather, legendary ring. So there's a ring coming with the expansion. I think I'll definitely try to go for that legendary too, because I need that. And then another new legendary accessory, which I don't think I care too much about. Okay, I know Reef Riders are at the end. Oh, there's some right here. I was gonna say at the end of Skipping Stones. I was trying to remember other places we could find it. I always forget that Guardians can wield tridents. Yeah. Guardians are like the mix of martial and magical weapons, which I've always found to be a cool vibe. I've seen a lot of people talking about like incorporating or like having tridents and spear guns on land, but then it kind of just has the issue where it's pretty much the same thing as like a trident basically being a staff and a spear gun basically being a rifle. I think early on I picked Guardian because I like to play a melee mage in a different game years ago. Yeah, I've always loved like classes or professions that are like warriors, like spellblades, kind of like warriors but with like magical capabilities. Where in World of Warcraft for the longest time and like leading into Guild Wars 2 when I still played WoW like a lot back in the day and retail WoW. Nowadays I still play classic WoW a decent amount. But I played Death Knight, which is like, you know, a very martial class, but has like a lot of like death magic incorporated into it. And I also really like Paladin, which was like basically the same exact concept, but like light magic instead. The whole melee blue fire stack was super cool. I 100% agree. Blue's just my favorite color, so I think Guardian was kind of just built for me in like multiple senses. Why does YouTube say the stream will end shortly unless you... Oh, now it says it's connected. My stream's still running. I think so. Everything looks fine. I just got like a really random notification. Oh, Reef Rider Tentacle. I was looking away. Okay, next. Breeze Riders, Maguma Jungle, and Ascalon. Should I use the wiki? I remember, I think it's like here. I went too far to the east in that circle. I think there's a ton of Breeze Riders there. But there's also a ton of Breeze Riders in many different locations. Let's see if I'm right. Over this hill and over here, I am wrong. Or I'm like really close to it. Okay, Jungle Wars. Is it a little further north? Or is it west? Oh no. I wish the purple Catman attack wasn't so pink and had a bit more of a mid-tone. I can't even remember. I always use the classic blue commander tag because my blue... Oh, I should go private. Blue is my favorite color, so I just always use this one. Oh yeah. I think having it be darker would definitely be nice. Because it does look... Like, there's definitely a distinct difference between the pink and purple. But I feel like the purple does kind of look pink when you look at it by yourself. But when you compare it to the pink one, it definitely looks a little purple. Okay, here's Breeze Riders. This isn't what I had in my brain. Is it over here? Oh, there's like a bunch of Breeze Riders by the Electro Plant, right? Oh, there's a ton of Breeze Riders here. Let's come here. Gotta use my vanilla knowledge. Or I could pull up the wiki, but where's the fun in that? It's actually quite a bit of fun because a lot of collections in Guild Wars 2 I feel like really rely on like community collaboration, which is fantastic. But I think for your average player, community collaboration is just reading a guide. Yeah, I currently need Breeze Riders because I just randomly decided to work on this collection for Kratekin, the experimental trident. I need the Breeze Rider Tentacle from Breeze Riders of Maguma Jungle and Ascalon. Where this achievement, I have to collect a bunch of tentacles, which is a very interesting achievement. I get 3 achievement points, plus I move on. I get the chest of tentacles in the first tier of Venom. I could also just like, you know, buy Venom on trading post for 18 gold. So cheap. But I do want to complete every legendary collection at some point. Because like, as I said earlier, and you said, the achievements are fun. Plus, might as well do them one day just to get like completionism, I guess. There we go. Breeze Rider Tentacle. Should I store all my tentacles somewhere? Right there. Okay, next. Dune Soar and Dry Top. What the heck is the Dune Soar? I played this game for so many years and sometimes I just don't remember. I'm probably going to remember when I see it. It's a rare champion wind rider that appears in the southwestern area of Prospect Valley. So this isn't wait. As one of the 5 dry top rare bosses, it is part of their 5-hour cycle. The 5 bosses spawn one at a time in a set, repeating the rotation of Soul Eater, Sand Savage, Bloodscale, Grit, and Dune Soar. It appears only once every 5 hours during that hour's sandstorm. I had no idea this existed. Right, this is crazy. Okay, so there's 5 rare mobs in Dry Top. And each one spawns once an hour. Oh wait, the next one's at 10:45, so I'm actually like incredible timing for this because that's in 19 minutes. Okay, let's come back to this. What's next? The Wind Riders of Maguma Wastes and Ascalon. Where can we find Wind Riders in the Maguma Wastes? Or in Ascalon? Okay, I'm actually blanking on this. Is there some in the Uplands Oasis? The northwest corner of Dry Top. Oh, the Uplands Oasis? I feel like there might be some up here. Canyon spiders. A lot of moa. They'll drop slabs of poultry meat. Making bank on that poultry meat. I have farmed so many moa in the last like month or so. I feel like I'm one of the biggest contributors of slabs of poultry meat in like the Guild Wars 2 economy right now. I'm playing my part. Have you decided no moa yet? Well, with my next one, I'm gonna talk some more about moa, but I'm definitely going to farm moa, but I think I'm just gonna like talk about it less and less. And like just like focus on highlighting other stuff and like briefly mention MOAs in like future maps. Because I don't want to talk about MOAs for like 5 minutes in every single video, but it is definitely going to be like a part of the farming process for every single video. Once I explore like every farm in the map, and then inevitably, at least in the lower level maps, I think once we get to higher level maps, there's the potential for like even better farms and slabs of poultry meat. We just have to get to that point to see. But in lower level ones, I feel like slabs of poultry meat are just going to be the most dominant option. Oh, here's some breeze riders. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay. So in this area, Prospect Valley, over by the Sparring Rock, there's a ton. Which is also the area I need to come to in 15 minutes and 13 seconds. Powerful venom sack. Just get a casual 20 silver, 25 silver. Oh, 3-toed Tootsie. Fastest mower in the west. Yeah, that's fair. It does make sense because it is helpful. When I was working on the Janther back item, I think I needed pushing it. I was doing, during my Diessa video, I was doing like some research and I found some guy on the Guild Wars 2 subreddit made a whole post about farming Moa in Diasa Plateau, and he said something along the lines of that I made this post because I want tons of people farming slabs of poultry meat, so I can get the price lower, so I can just buy it to get cheaper backpacking. But I feel like slabs of poultry meat are just a crazy item in Guild Wars 2 for like no reason at all. But it's like so much rarer, or like has like such a much smaller drop rate compared to like slabs of red meat for whatever reason. And then has less sources that drop it. And then you need, what is it, 750 pieces? I forget the exact amount for Orax, which is kind of just crazy. If it is 750, slab of poultry meat, that's like 350 gold-ish just in slabs of poultry meat. If it's more than that, then it's even more. It was a very expensive back item to get for sure. I got it in my head at some point I wanted it, and maybe it wasn't too deep by the time I realized the cost. I feel that. Oh. Hi, Tootsie. I did not mean to attack you. I am so sorry, and I'm going to leave. Gotta love masteries. And I feel that way about a lot of legendaries. Especially like newer ones. I really regret my whole legendary relic debacle, because the relic is just so expensive for like no reason. And then I like knew I should have made a legendary rune before the relic was added, but I'm like, I'll just make the relic. And then the relic ended up being like 3,500 gold. So I just kind of lost like a lot of gold. 3,500 gold to be exact, I guess, because it would have been free if I had made a legendary rune, which I haven't made any of yet. Same thing with sigils. The runes and sigils I also feel like are so expensive just because the whatever they're called, motes or whatnot, are like so expensive. There we go, Wind Rider Tentacle. I'm gonna escape Tootsie's wrath. As fair, I had made 6 legendary runes, but I should have made an extra one now that will get the Aqua Breather. Yeah, I remember so many people talking about like when legendary runes like first were introduced and you could get 7 because you need one for the Aqua Breather. So many people said making the 7th one is such a waste of time. But now we're getting a legendary Aqua Breather with some more underwater content, but I think they said that the underwater content in the expansion is more focused on the idea of exploration and less on combat. So like the Aqua Breather's not going to be really important for that, but still. It's nice to have when you're doing random bits of underwater content. I definitely like recognize like how good having like ascended or like even just like max level exotic underwater equipment is when you're like out in the open world doing like map completion and whatnot. Because if you have like, you know, full legendary gear and you're just like blasting through everything on land, and then you go underwater and you have like level 20 green tridents and you're dealing like no damage to any enemies underwater, it definitely makes you realize that it's kind of nice to have like some good underwater equipment, even if you don't use it too often. It's just nice for the situations that you do need them for. Which like the only like big piece of content that you really ever need it for is like the adolescent leviathans, I suppose, from Ender Dragons and Gently Routes, and then the underwater fractal, whatever it's called, sunken fractal. Yeah, the motes are a lot. I don't have the sigils yet at legendary ones. My friend says they aren't worth it, but so often when I'm changing up builds, I still wish the flexibility was on demand. Someday I'll invest in it, and yeah, nice underwater equipment is nice to have. Yeah, I have a ton of sigils just in my inventory that I swap out because it's nice with legendaries because you can just like swap them in and out for free, and then if you don't want the sigil anymore, you can just sell it on the trading post. But it's kind of nice to not even have to like think about having to find a sigil or a rune for that matter. But I haven't gotten to that point. I need I can never pronounce this word. Ewakanji of the solid ocean fractal. Okay, we need to be back here in 8 minutes. So let's just go to the solid ocean really quickly and kill a few things super quick. And then I need to double check. Dune Soar is ND 1045. This entire thing is so crazy. I need to make a video about the rare mobs of Dry Top. Don't forget about the Wind Rider whenever it spawns. Yeah. I gotta remember. Don't spend too much time in solid ocean. Why is it showing yellow? What's my agony? Oh, 156. Should I pop my Omni potion? Let's see if we can happen to get this in the next couple minutes. I feel like I should maybe go and just sit in Dry Top just to make sure I get it. Oh, I got it. Okay, let's leave. Okay, maybe that's my sign to go to Dry Top and just sit for 7 minutes. Can do random things in the map. Because the sandstorm starts in 2 minutes. Enough time for a bio break if you need water. I keep water right on hand. I do like mute my stream a lot just because like I don't know why, but I just cough like a lot. Like in my Let's Play videos I have like so many edits just because I cough and then I edit out the coughs. But I also drink like so much water, so I like mute on stream to drink water, and then also in like Let's Play videos I like edit out every time I drink water. So my Let's Play videos end up having like a bunch of edits, and then I mute myself a lot on stream. And now that I've talked about water for the last like 40 seconds, I desperately need to drink some. That's fair. If Discord didn't have noise canceling, I would be in trouble. Definitely. I guess while I'm just sitting here, it is a rare collection, which I have not said what I'm thinking of. And I've attacked Tootsie again. This guy. What is it called? The Ambrite weapons? Let's search Ambrite. I cannot remember. Ambrite. Oh, jeez. Rare collection. I have 4 of them, which I think I might have gotten from World vs. World. Diptera. Let's just come up here really quickly, because I think person's like over here. Fossilized insect collector. That's right.
How
So
interesting.
used to craft. So you need to get unidentified fossilized insects, which I have two of. Yeah, you can get the one part to craft them from a reward track. I see, I see. So if I get the amberite fossilized spider, it's been so long since I've gotten one of these. You crafted with, okay, just like basic crafting stuff. And you need to buy the recipe from tier 4 or higher for some geodes. Okay. So you get the unidentified fossilized insects just from buried lock chests. So we just have to spam a ton of lock chests. Okay. Just gotta reorient myself with some random stuff in Guild Wars 2 I haven't thought about in a long time every now and then. Oh, script burger. I think they cost something else though, and I think I was hesitant to keep going because I kept spending my geodes to get the recipes. Yeah. You have to get a ton of geodes to buy the recipe, and then you need to get the fossilized insect to buy each part. And then with the recipe and the parts, and then a few other random generic stuff, you can make the weapons. Once you get all of the weapons, you can get 15 achievement points, plus an ascended armor chest to get one piece of ascended armor. Okay, 3 minutes. Let's take a look at this chest. Nomad's Draconic Helm. Already know. Sells for 2 copper. Oh my gosh, actually 2 copper. I feel like getting the lock chests and dry top is like so much easier with Sky Scale nowadays. That's how a lot of Corateria stuff is though. Okay, Dune Soar. It says it's has a dot that it appears right here. Not sure if that means it will specifically appear right here or not. Oh wait, it's also showing that it spawns over here. So let's just sit right here. It's going to be an event, and it is a champion, so it won't instantly die. The achievement points are cool. The armor less so once you have full legendary, for sure. But I'm sure people would find it useful, especially if they like the weapon skins. Yeah, I think it's kind of just like a fun collection to work for. I feel like it was definitely like more useful when it was first introduced before Heart of Thorns, and like before you got like a ton of legend or ascended stuff from raiding. And like before legendary armor existed in the game. Right nowadays it's kind of just less useful. Okay, 10 seconds. It's gonna spawn either here or over there, I think. Or somewhere else completely. Over here. Wait, slay the rare Sand Savage. This isn't the one that it says it's gonna be. Okay, let's kill this really quickly. It says Dune Soar. Okay, wait. Go to Sand Savage. Am I just bad at reading? No, Dune Soar is supposed to be the one up right now? Oh wait, no, 545 UTC. Oh, is Dune Soar up in... I guess it's up in 3 hours. I cannot for the life of me. Okay, it's up at 8:45 after. Oh, okay, so I think I misread the chart. So it's next going to be up in 3 hours. So I guess I'm not going to be getting that tonight. A completed group of it though. Nice. I got in this Monkey King tonic 36 whole copper for us. But I guess I can work on the other parts of this legendary sigil collector. Okay, Greatkin. Common jellyfish of Central Tyria, the Arctic jellyfish of Frostguard Sound, Snowden Drifts, and Lorner's Pass. Okay, common jellyfish. Again, I could just Google where jellyfish are located. The first one that's coming to mind is down here by Irwin Isle. I wonder if this is a reference to something. We have Irwin Isle, kind of close to some jellyfish. It's a little messed up. Oh, wait, there's thunder shrimp. Sea scorpions. Let's use our bee underwater, which is actually a little weird, I think. Okay, jellyfish over here. We get some large scales from these jellyfish. 56 copper, not super beneficial. This one's just flying away or swimming away. I don't know why I struggled with killing that specific jellyfish so much. I think this is the last of the spawns here, but oh, I just killed a crate. Didn't even realize. But we can loop back down to the south, and I'll probably have another one respawn in a moment, and then I can go through them all. This one's just evading me a lot too. Let's kill this crate. Barracuda. I do love the legendary spear a lot. It's very cool looking. Okay. Maybe we should come back in a second. I could also try to remember other jellyfish spawn, but I need the Arctic ones. Stepping away to check on my cat. He's recovering from an emergency surgery he had to get the other week. I'll probably head off around at the top of the hour. Of course, I hope your cat's doing okay. And of course, leave whenever you would like. I appreciate the conversation, of course. It's nice chatting. An armored scale. Look at these jellyfish. He's orange and a trooper. He's also been trying to dig and chew his way through the carpet of the room. A friend lent me a tablet so I could put on a cat TV for him, but it only works so well. My fiance and I recently got a dog a few months ago who has been phenomenal. But she's been having some UTI issues, so we've been trying to figure out. She like keeps getting like UTIs, so there's like potentially an underlying issue that like we have no idea about. But she's been like getting a lot of antibiotics and has like gotten off the UTI, but then it keeps coming back. But it doesn't seem to impact her too much, and she's just living life like normal. A little crazy with puppy energy. There's this tentacle, another tentacle from my collections. And let's go back down here. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, tomorrow we're getting another urine culture for her. Her last antibiotics went really well, but of course, we definitely don't want her to build a resistance to it though. Yeah, she's a little crazy, but I think she's situating well. And we've had her for just over 3 months now, so she's gotten really comfortable with being around us and being in our house. She is incredibly social and wants to like have constant physical contact with like every single person she can and say hi to everybody she can, which is really fun. She's like a nice combination of like crazy, wants to go outside and go on like long hikes and like long walks and like talk to a lot of people, but then also just like lay in bed for hours and cuddle, which is great because like that's also how my fiance and I are. We like just randomly got a dog that happens to like be like that perfect middle ground of wanting to both go out and like have a lot of energy, but then also just like sit inside for a long time and not do anything. Because I feel like usually it's like one or the other, dog or person too. Always just wants to go, or just like constantly chill. There we go. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if I could have like a border collie or other working dogs like that, because I don't think I have enough time to like properly exercise those dogs, especially since we live in like suburbs and don't have like a lot of farm stuff going on or similar stuff that would be able to like be a good way for them to release their energy. Okay, I just need the Dune Soar, which I just have to keep an eye on this, I think. And I think that basically means I'm done with this achievement for now. Pinned by Pokey. Home sweet home. Let's do this. Go up there. My sister's got an Aussie Shepherd mix of some sort too, but that one can't open their sliding door if it's not locked and braced. If only they could train them to close it. Yeah, we have a door that is like a little weak, but if it's locked, it's like completely like fine and like you cannot get through it. But if it's like unlocked, it's like incredibly easy to open up if you just like push on it a little bit. And our dog figured out that if it's unlocked, she can push on it to get outside. So we have to make sure it's locked.
Hopefully Har was receptive to your interest in his craft. Or at least tolerant.
He was glad to hear you're getting the place in order.
That door is like right next to my desk though, which is very nice. Because I can just like open it from my desk. And then I can like leave it open and like listen to her outside. And then like run outside if I want like go check on her. Oh wait, this is super cool. Okay, I'm doing the homestead story mission and I have all my homestead decorations that I place. It's not like a separate instance, it's like your actual homestead. But we're doing the story instance, so I guess I could like set up like backdrops to have like Stoic Otter and Pokey here if I wanted. That's really cool. Okay, I need to find pinned by Pokey. Oh wait, this is because I'm replaying. Okay, I just googled and apparently it's bugged. So I have to come through the other story step. And then it's in the basement, it looks like. Okay, let's do this. So in here is the abandoned homestead. Hello, Stoic Otter. Can I go through the door? Or do I have to progress first? I forgot how overgrown this place was. Just ran through cobwebs. The cottage that ran away by poised arrow Pokey. That's cute. Okay, one more reflective reading. In the wizard's tower. Okay, sorrow in these halls. Let's get over here and move to that story mission. I just have cats, but they are very good at jumping and also pretty smart. One of mine can break into 3 different types of closets and cabinets. That's crazy. Yeah, we have to like baby proof for the animals. Sorrow in these halls. Oh, the convergence started. The others try to brute force the same cabinets and he just shows them up by doing it quietly. He's the smart one. He's got the brains over the brawn. A collective history. Letter from Lear. There aren't many stoneless dwarves in Tyria, something that might encourage a slurry of personal questions. concerning the quarantine and cleanup of Radit Primus and Dashka. Councilor Mon and their Omicron neighbors are hoping to rally Arcane Council support. Ludo seems optimistic. There's a name drop of Dashka. Okay, wait, this is 2. What is this? So cool. I remember all those scrapped Guild Wars games. He really does have the brains. Alright, I'm heading off for the night, but it's been fun chatting. I really enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. And I enjoyed chatting as well. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I hope you do as well. Thank you so much for hanging out. I always appreciate it. Love just relaxing, playing some Guild Wars 2 and chatting for a bit. Okay, the journal for this achievement is in the Harvest Den version, or part of this instance. So I gotta go back and go to the start of the instance instead of skipping forward. It's getting late. I just realized it's after 11 now for me. Probably do a few more things. I should try to clean up my inventory a little bit and then log off. But in here, I love how Keith is just sitting on the fireplace.
He's informing the rest
But
of the
I
allies.
need to
They'll
find
likely meet in the coming days.
somewhere around here.
Failed our hunt.
We could have also died, Cub.
Is it in here?
Don't
Oh,
lunge
yep.
into battles you're not prepared
Here's his journal.
Victory wasn't impossible.
Be
We
kind to
got
yourself.
Homestead recipe
We
books.
know our enemy now. There is still some night before a
Generous enough
calmer
to
dawn.
offer me passage.
Showing your face in the
So
village
I
already?
got the beauty of blue,
Thought you needed
glorious
more
green,
time.
lofty light brown. Okay, wait. Let's leave this instance. And then I should go to my homestead. Take a look at these. Quit this chapter. We're gonna have another section here in 6 days, which is exciting. The conjured doorway. Let's travel. Mr. Quiggles. Okay. Beauty of blue. I guess let's just make that. Glorious green. Lofty light brown. I need more of these. Should I just drop a trading post here? Might as well. Formative. And then glittering gold. Soothing sage. And 20 flavors of sand. Yummy. Okay. Let's decorate. Let's take a look at what exactly these are. So just books, straight up. I wonder if we can read them. Slash, where should I even put them in the first place? Oops. Did not mean to immediately throw that down. Just want to look at this because I think, yeah, it's full. I have a couple of those. I thought I put one here. Maybe I did not. Also, I just love what I did here. So many little details in one little area. I feel like this is just a fantastic table. Okay, enough patting myself on the back. Then over here, let's take a look at the shelf options. Make a simple shelf. Can make a code and bone bookshelf. Let's also make a simple shelf. Because I think this is kind of nice, but actually maybe want this. Okay, let's throw this down somewhere. Maybe in this corner even. I do want to change this up sometime probably. Or maybe up here. Oh, maybe here. Okay. Let's put this in the center-ish. And then let's customize this. And I want to make it a little bigger. Then I want to try to reposition it. I also want it embedded. Need to rotate it a little bit. There's too much rotation. Like that. And then I think that's good. Okay. And then let's come into here. Let's look at all of the books we can put in, and let's try to maybe make this look a little cool. Let's actually throw one down on the ground, so it's just... Oh, that's awful. It's really small to start with, too. Okay, can I get that one out of the way? Let's try to make this a little bigger, and then let's make this look nicer. Just do a lot of little finicking here, and then maybe like there. Okay, and then let's do this. And was there a way to like use last scale and rotation? Okay, I guess make this bigger. Probably fine if it's like slightly different sizes. But yeah, I want it like that. Oops. Down. Send this back. It's a little too big. Rotate it slightly. Maybe like that. I kind of want it like, yeah, like that. Okay. Do this a few more times. Okay, that worked out. But I think I want this book to be a little bit bigger. Rotate it just a bit and then bring it back this way. And like that. I like this blue book. Let's make it big. There we go. Oops. No. Okay, rotate that like that. Okay, make this one big as well, but maybe smaller than the blue one. Shove it there, just down a hair. There we go. Then there. Okay. Then I want this one just a little bit bigger. And then fix the rotation. And then reposition it. As so. Okay, last book. Make it a little bit bigger even. It's already like a pretty big book. You know what? Even bigger. There. And then we have to move it over a tad bit. There. A nice little stack of books from the collection I just completed. A lot of effort for something really small, but I think it adds a nice little touch to this room. Is there anything that I can add on? Oh, that's a big candle. That's, geez, okay. Hold on. Let's select this. How small can this be? Okay, that's nice. And then maybe you should be on the top shelf, like over here. Oops. Perception is crazy. There we go. Oh, another Mr. Quiggles. How small can this one be? Oh, I can make it very tiny. That's fun. I love Mr. Quiggles. Such a fun decoration. Let's have him take up the entire shelf. There we go. I feel like we need like one more tiny little thing, like maybe a plant or something, but like a small plant. Let's go find a plant we could craft. I should also maybe harvest all my stuff really quickly. Let's talk to you again. Current supply cache. And then Wizard's Gobbler, Lay Energy Matter Converter. Guess I'll just buy a machete. Then I guess I should have bought the other stuff while I was in here. Nothing there really. Could get the bag of obsidian. Why not? Ooh, box of road versus road supplies. I always love getting this. See how much road experience you get. Only 250. Very sad. Sometimes you can get like a lot, which is always fun. I might be getting the hiccups again. I had a lot of hiccups this morning. Okay, Winter's Day gift. Okay, back to the plants. I don't think it really, yeah. Potted. Let's get this one. Potted fruity night thistle. Since I have not made that yet, and I just want to sell some stuff really quickly. I really need to clear up my inventory a little bit. I made a little bit of space throughout this stream with doing some random stuff. Trading posts just straight up break sometimes. Like this. Why is it so laggy tonight? How much are the runes of divinity? 59 silver. Don't think it really matters too much. Though, I do have another armor piece. I'll just salvage these two pieces. Get a few globs of ectoplasm. And then I could sell the Reef Rider tentacles and other stuff. Though I can only ever get this on my account once, but there's really no reason to have them. Okay. I keep getting distracted from my plants. Store. Okay. Decorate. Select decoration. Let's find my potted fruity night thistle. So it's very big, but I'm hoping I can make it tiny. Oh, this one's going to be too big. That's fine. Let's place this here. Let's just pick it up real quick. Where's a good spot for this? You know, maybe right here actually. Because why not? Let's make it, I think that's a good size. Let's try to center it a little bit. And then let's embed it just ever so slightly and then recenter it again. Do a better job this time. I guess you can't really center it like that, but I want it facing like that, but maybe slightly more like that. There we go. It's kind of fun. Okay, let's go get a different plant that is maybe the right size that we need. And now the trading post is also working, which is great. Okay, back into here. Let's try sprouting night thistle. Take a look at this. Modify this. Okay, that might be too tall again. Maybe I should have run up here first. Yeah, too tall again. Okay. Maybe I can just have all my reject plants just sitting here. Oops. decorate. Accidentally went out of the decorating. Let's target you. And I actually kind of don't like that there. And I can hold on to it if I wanted, but I kind of want to bring this one out here. And let's make it a tiny bit smaller like that. And let's rotate it to be maybe like that. And then I want to bring it into the ground. Get rid of the vase. There we go. Kind of like that. Okay. I really need a smaller plant. Okay. Maybe the potted plants specifically are too big. Or the adept ones. Maybe the Jin's tongue is what I need. I think this is a smaller one. Okay. Let's target you. Make you tiny. There we go. This is what I need. Let's put you. Can I like go back on the ground? Okay. Get you in there just a little bit. And then I wanted to select the blue. There we go. Just ever so slightly like that. And then maybe a little over. And then like that. Oh no. Okay, wait. I can fix this. No, not you. I keep accidentally hitting the bookshelf. Okay, let's go into B. Okay, maybe this pot is just like this forever. Okay, it might just be like that forever. It's ever so slightly frustrating. But I actually really like how this bookshelf looks. I think that's okay. But yeah, that's really cool. With the 7 books there, little Mr. Quiggles, got the candle and the pot. Try one more time. If I move the bookshelf and then moved it back, I could probably do that or hit that. But I love how the Mr. Quiggles just fits right here perfectly. I do still have so much more decorating that I can do though. And I've not gotten the upgrade actually to 2000, but I got the 1 update of course. So many more things I can do here to get more decorations and stuff. I forgot I have the dragon head still up there. But I think that's all I'm going to do with that for now. And I think as it comes to preparing for the Visions of Eternity, I did a bunch of random stuff. Got a fun little skimmer skin. Built an entire legendary in like 10 minutes. And just did a bunch of other random things. Why is it showing me this one? There we go. Here's our B. But I need to clean up my inventory a little bit.
This is the only proper
I actually cleaned it up a decent amount throughout this stream, but I still have more to go. Salvage you.
We have completed
Get some
the
more
task at hand.
ectoplasm. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it good for this stream, where I'm super excited for the Visions of Eternity. And I'm super excited to play through the new expansion coming out very, very soon. I hope you all enjoyed watching this stream, and I hope you all are taking great care of yourselves. Have a good one, everyone.